Yes, we finally made it to Thursday. And yet, it's still too early in the day for me to be able to see any of the things I want to see today. I'm sad. It's cool. It's okay. I just gotta be patient, you know. It's cool. I can handle it. You know, I waited how many seasons to see Andrew Zimmern on Hot Ones? I can wait just about 5 hours. It's like just after 6 o'clock in the morning right now. So, yeah, like 11 o'clock this morning Eastern time. I can wait. I can wait. And then it's going to be another like 10 hours until the Go Big show. That's really going to be late. But, you know, I think I'll have plenty to keep me busy. I think I'll go for my low is the fact that I guess now that we're halfway through February, things just seem kind of getting slow. And I would say that was my low. Although, how would I know? Okay. I should stop doing that. But in all seriousness, I guess my low is the fact that, you know, I think at this point, a lot of people are getting kind of sick of, you know, winter still going on. So we're just getting over that last, like, little bit of a hump before February's over. And then it's essentially a straight shot through March. And then Lent starts for me, which, you know, that'll definitely... Seriously, Lent always feels like that time of year where after it's over, a pretty big chunk of 100 days just goes by. And, like, it still felt kind of slow. But anyway, my high, was I actually got a phone call from someone very special last night. It was my brother. Yeah, I'll tell you about that in a minute. And what was my act of kindness? Oh, right. I actually went to grocery shopping yesterday, and I actually put away a woman's grocery cart for her, as I was putting mine away too. So that was really cool. That was a really nice of me to do. So anyway, good morning, and happy Thursday, everyone. So, yeah, here I am. It was just right around 7 o'clock in the evening last night. And I'm trying to mind my own business, sort of finishing off my dinner, you know, getting ready for, you know, bed stuff. And then, to my surprise, my brother gives me a phone call. Which he completely took me by surprise. I was convinced, like, I mean, to be honest, it's kind of both of our faults that we don't talk to each other more. Because we really do have good conversations. You actually couldn't ask for anything better. I mean, yeah, we get along just fine. But I think because we are sort of in the pandemic and, you know, we got to keep things a little bit on the serious side for that reason. Especially when my nephews are too young to get vaccinated and therefore, you know, yeah, we all absolutely have to be careful. Everything's fine though. I mean, so far through this pandemic, nothing's happened, so that's pretty good. So anyway, my brother decided to call me, and because I have him on on caller ID, so I saw his name and I'm like, my brother is calling me. So I obviously swipe my phone, to activate the conversation. I'm like, good evening. Oh, and then like for like a second or two, it was like completely silent. Like, hello? I'm like, did he accidentally butt dial me or something? I mean, that happens to everyone for sure, but never did like. But like, he's never. Usually, when I talk to my brother, if I ever do, like, he and I are the same. We definitely like to make sure we're both there. And like we immediately like start the conversation. And I know for a fact he wouldn't mess with me about something like this, because if he was going to do that, he probably wouldn't have called me at all. Anyway, I'm not mad or anything. I just found it was surprising, I can say. Different, if you will. In a good way. Because I didn't mind it at all. Okay. So, we have a bit of a conversation, and I was actually watching Netflix, which was a gift, which was my Christmas gift that he actually got for me. Yeah, he actually got me Netflix for Christmas. So, yeah, that's how I've been watching Netflix. And I was actually watching because I'll be honest, I missed out on a lot of shows over the years because I didn't have Netflix, and I'm slowly but surely trying to catch up with some of them. One show I was watching last night was Mr. Iglesias. I will be doing a video about that, don't you worry, because it stars one of my all-time favorite comedians, Gabriel Iglesias. Love Fluffy. Fluffy's awesome. Seriously, if you don't love Fluffy, you don't have a soul. Anyway, so, we're talking about that, and my brother is sort of interested in One Piece. Not to the level that I am, but, like, he really is far behind on the times, because my brother still believes that the series is still in the Punk Hazard arc, which is actually an arc I will be talking about in March when we get to it, when I do my arc thoughts. But Punk Hazard was back in 2011, 2012. Actually, it might have just been 2012 altogether. My point is, like, that happened a long time ago. So, yeah, he's a little far behind. So I'm trying to suggest him, because actually he has Netflix too. The first 100 episodes of One Piece are on Netflix in English. In fact, any Dragon Ball Z fans out there will tell you that the people who've dubbed One Piece currently are the same people who did Dragon Ball Z and Yu Yu Hakusho and Fairy Tail and lots of other great anime out there. So they definitely got like their A-team on the game when it comes. Yeah, definitely Funimation definitely takes breaks about when episodes do return. But they've been pretty solid on getting back on track. They have been. One Piece is one of those things where, like, when going through it, you kind of lose a little bit of interest because of how long it is, but then interest kind of builds up again, so they can dub it again, and, like, it's complicated. But in terms of dubbing episodes, Funimation should be approaching 800, actually. They're at least by 750. So, with One Piece in Japanese having made 1,010 episodes, yeah, they're far behind, but one would say not that far, considering how much of a rabbit hole One Piece really is. But, I tried to recommend my brother that if you really want to enjoy One Piece at its best, obviously the best source material is the manga, because that's the original source material, where the anime has to do stuff like filler and whatever. But, I'm pretty sure anyone who reads manga and watches anime will tell you that both of them have their pros and cons. With the manga obviously being from the author's hand, himself or herself, depending if it's a woman mangaka. It is like the true story. It's in black and white. Like, everything's right there, literally in black and white, because it's first inked in black and white. Right there for you to read and see. Obviously there's that. And then there's the anime, where obviously you have problems with filler, but what the anime shines in is, you have like music, background music and stuff like that. You actually have voices to the characters. This is why I love voiceover acting, by the way. Actually, I'll do a fun fact about voiceover in a second. You can actually see everything come to life and moving, whereas, the manga is still image. Anime is actually, animated. So they both have their pros and cons. And anyway, a fun fact, I mentioned that Funimation, the people that Dragon Ball Z, does the dubbing for One Piece. There's a voice actor who works for Funimation named Colleen Klinkenbeard. She's actually one of my all-time favorite voiceover actors, by the way. And she voices Luffy, the main character. A fun fact about that is her birthday is the same birthday as my brother. Yeah, my brother and Colleen Klinkenbeard share the same birthday, April 13th. So that's really cool. So, yeah. I'll never forget, because I did watch the 4Kids dub, and yeah, it was bad. Looking back on it, it was really bad. And it threw me for a loop when Funimation just started dubbing out. Seriously, I was watching it on Toonami, and just out of the blue, everything looked and sounded different. The voice cast is different, everything. And then, from summer of 2008 to, late 2009, early 2010, I sort of, gave it a chance again. And I'm glad I did. I haven't looked back since. So, that's a little brief story about my, I've told that story before, but it gives you some perspective as to how long it's been since I personally started reading the manga. So, actually, my brother and I were talking last night, and he asked, are they ever going to find the One Piece? And there actually is a way to find it, but that's something I don't want to get into. And then my brother asked, how close is One Piece to ending? I'm like, we'll be lucky if it ends in 8 years. So I'm thinking 2040. Or I'm going to be turning 40. 2030. 2030. There I go, getting all confident, and then I make a mistake like that. Of course that would happen to me. That always happens to me. Oh, dear. But, yes, there actually is a way for Luffy to find the One Piece and become the Pirate King. And technically that may not even really make him the Pirate King, but it will have him find the final island. I guess I could quickly talk about that. Basically, to find the One Piece, in the world of One Piece, there are these giant stone cubes called poneglyphs. They have really crazy writing on them that only Nico Robin of the Straw Hats at this time can translate. However, of those poneglyphs, there are 4 that are red, literally the color red. And if you read them, they all mark a location, and that's supposed to be where the final island is. And the reason why that's relevant now is because Kaido, the main antagonist of the Wano arc, has one of those poneglyphs. So that's yet another reason why we are on Wano. Outside of many other reasons, such as, saving it from Kaido's tyranny. Ah, boy. I really can't believe, pretty much the entire time I've been making videos, we've been in Wano. I think I started making videos at the tail end of the Whole Cake Island arc. We did a little bit of the Reverie, and then we start Wano. In June of 2018. And now, Wano, specifically Act 3, is the largest arc in the entire series. Well, if all 3 acts are together, yes, it is. Act 3 by itself is... the only one bigger than that is Dressrosa, which was after Punk Hazard that my brother thought we were on. It's crazy. I know I'm a I know I know it may turn some people off who aren't really big in anime that I like One Piece. But I definitely feel like you should give it at least a chance. I mean, who knows? You really don't have anything to lose. I mean, if you go to VizMedia.com and read the manga for like $1 a month, you can get any and all manga they have, including One Piece. Although personally, if you don't want to do that, you can just, read the 3 most current chapters. You can do that too. If you have a Netflix, the first 100 episodes are in English on Netflix. So you can do that. And I already mentioned to you what the pros and cons are with anime and manga. Really, it's up to you. Although I will say, I was really never going to give Harry Potter much of a chance until I saw the movies. And then okay, I'm a fan now. So, let that be a lesson to you. Like, favorite, share, the subscribe button, follow me on social notification, YouTube. I'm your home music video for all you guys watching Joe for today. Hopefully a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. For me, it's going to be filled with Hot Ones with Andrew Zimmern and the Go Big Show. I am stoked. And remember, you guys want to talk or chat, we'll be here to lend an ear. Always have your back. Take care. Make good choices. See ya.